Sometimes guilt eats away at people like rats gnawing on a dead body. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 5 reasons you should watch 1922.
So what do you propose we do with all this money and no land?
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're taking a look at why this Netflix original film is a must-watch. Keep in mind that a spoiler alert is in effect, although we'll avoid revealing plot details that weren't already given away in the trailer.
Now, you don't know anything more than what you just said, and you ought to stop.
Number 5. It's a horror movie that draws on diverse elements of the genre.
To whom it may concern. My name is Wilfred Leyland James. This is my confession.
Taking place in the year 1922, naturally, this 2017 film centers on Wilfred James, a Nebraskan farmer motivated to murder his wife. With a disturbing premise like this, there is no denying that 1922 is a certified horror picture. What makes the film so intriguing, though, is that it touches upon numerous different facets of this genre. Covering everything from body horror to psychological horror, you're bound to find something here that'll crawl under your skin. Of course, the film is perhaps best classified as gothic heartland horror, complete with grotesque imagery and an eerie setting. What's more, the story takes place in Hemingford Home, a fictional town also depicted in Stephen King's The Stand.
Where is this?
I'm Abigail Freemantle, and this is Hemingford Home.
Number 4. Mike Patton composed the score.
I believe that there's another man inside every man.
Mike Patton made a name for himself in the late 80s and early 90s as the lead singer for the alternative metal group Faith No More. Patton has also lent his musical gifts to several movies, including Crank High Voltage and The Place Beyond the Pines. He composed the score for 1922, with an expanded version of the soundtrack expected to hit in 2018. While the film is full of quiet, atmospheric moments, Patton's score brings an unnerving sense of paranoia and dread to several key scenes, establishing a genuinely hair-raising tone. One of Patton's expressed career goals is to compose the music for a David Lynch project someday, which sounds like a match made in heaven based on his work here.
Walk with you. In dreams, I talk to you.
Number 3. Critical reviews have been very positive.
Man, that ain't fair on him or that name. You're taking him away from everything he knows. You would do that?
Fair. This movie is cleaning up on the critical front, which is not always a given for horror films in general. With an 88% positive score on Rotten Tomatoes and a score of 70 on Metacritic as of November 2017, critics have praised the movie for its strong performances, subtle writing, and spine-chilling direction. The film has most notably earned acclaim for Thomas Jane's chilling depiction of Wilf James as guilt gradually drives him into insanity. Eric Cohn of IndieWire perhaps summed up the movie best, describing it as The Shining meets Edgar Allan Poe's The Telltale Heart. Now that's an unsettling combination.
Wendy, I'm home.
Number 2. It's the third story adapted from Stephen King's Full Dark, No Stars.
God rewards us on earth for good deeds, and maybe Satan rewards us for evil ones.
1922 is based on a Stephen King novella that was published in 2010's Full Dark, No Stars. It isn't the first story from this collection that's been adapted for the screen. Big Driver inspired a 2014 Lifetime movie, and A Good Marriage was released that same year. We're still waiting for a fair extension adaptation, but King described director Zach Hilditch's take on 1922 as, quote, super creepy. 2017 has been a pretty good year for Stephen King adaptations overall. What with the box office success of It and the positive reception to Gerald's Game, also on Netflix. Let's just pretend the Dark Tower never happened.
What if the tower were destroyed?
Darkness and fire.
Number 1. It's got a great cast.
That's just how she is. You know that. That's how the good Lord made her.
Since the story is fairly straightforward, a film like 1922 would likely fall flat without a capable ensemble of actors. Fortunately, the cast here is more than up to the task. We get universally effective work from Molly Parker as Wilford's unfortunate wife, Dylan Schmid as their conflicted son, and Neil McDonough as a fellow farmer. The film definitely belongs to Thomas Jane, who turns in a powerhouse performance as Wilford James.
I always considered us not just neighbors, but good friends.
Even without Wilf's internal monologue, we can always tell what's running through this character's twisted head based on Jane's facial expressions and body language. Between The Mist and now this film, Jane has officially redeemed himself after a certain other Stephen King adaptation.
Leave me alone!
Wasn't your fault.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.